All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. A good bit to dive into today with massive drama going on in the women's Apex competitive scene. A lot of organizations, under fire, I guess, in today's video, and a lot of pro players and even content creators coming out to speak up against this organization as well. Also, some roster update, roster drama in one of the pro league teams that we really need to discuss, that we have discussed many of times, and it seems like another change is being taken place. And also a meta update from the LANIMALS, Albrelelli, showing a brand new style of meta coming into the ALGS that we have not seen. And I don't know why we haven't seen it, because I've seen people do it in my custom tournaments and it's insane, and it's cool to see it finally coming over into the ALGS. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date, all things Apex Legends esports related. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. So firstly, I just want to say I don't know the entirety of this situation in depth, so I'm not going to say too much, but I will give like the overall scope or the surface of this and let you guys go dig deeper if you're interested in that. So there was a lot of drama regarding the Apex women's competitive scene. You guys know that there's been a lot of tournament organizations out there out and basically running tournaments and stuff for specifically women's scene, or either like promoting women's esports. Like I think they had one where it had a pro player, content creator, and it had to be like a woman on your team. So it was like I think the Juka Bowl did that, if I'm not mistaken. It's like his and her. So a lot of other organizations out there have done similar things to promote the women esports team. And then obviously there was some drama that happened last night. Sabs over on TSM basically said disappointed about the GGG Girls Got a Game organization and some of the tournaments that they were running. You guys can see on a tweet longer, she had basically said they had a lot of feedback that they gave or trying to fix things, and it was just always met with passive aggressive behavior, smashed in the face for things they had done. They felt like they weren't being cared for at all. And so obviously the drama started here, where they were saying like the tournaments just simply aren't good and they're not being ran and we're not being listened to at all. And then it got even crazier. So there was people like trying to defend all of these people at the tournament organization, saying they're trying their best, or maybe they do hear you, just got to be more patient with them, or whatever it may have been. But then like some of the friends of those tournament organizations like running the show, they were coming out and being super racist by a lot of this stuff. So I don't really know like what the whole problem was like to begin with, if this was all it was about, talking about like not being listened to, and the drama of the way the tournaments were ran and all the delays, not being paid on time. You could see like they were saying like payouts were left undone for months, like they weren't getting paid a lot of this. And I think that's the first red flag. There's nothing even that needs to be taught. If you're not getting paid, if you're not paying your people, immediately shut it down. It's over with. So that's like the biggest red flag you could possibly have. And then obviously all of this stuff comes out afterwards. It's definitely been little hectic, to say the least. There was also some people trying to meet in the middle somewhere, like, hey, they had good intentions, let's not get too out of hand with all of this drama. But at the end of the day, I'll let you guys decide I guess the final say of what you think, because there are like two sides of the story and I don't know the super depth. I'm just trying to give the overall scope of what's been going on Twitter. I saw nothing but this yesterday on Twitter, so it was actually insane. Did want to make mention of some roster update and changes. So this is one that I always say like I'm surprised by it, because I think that they're doing good, but I'm also like not surprised because it is Madness, and Madness is always kind of making changes as well. So you guys know MPS, MBS, all kind of stuff. I think there were another team name at some point as well. They've always changed. Madness is always changing the team that he's playing with. And for whatever reason, they always seem to like kind of work out. I mean, he seems to have, be doing really good in Pro League, and all the scrims, they seem to be doing good. I think in Oversight, they were doing good. Madness has been putting the work in and grinding a lot. I got to give it to him. However, it is worth mentioning that not only did he post this yesterday or earlier this morning, Shooby and I are looking for one for the remainder of ALGS and future tournaments, with a org opportunity included. So you guys know they've been like a free agent roster forever. We've been wondering, are they ever going to get another organization opportunity? Seems like it has finally came through. However, MPS no longer a thing, MBS no longer a thing. It's going to be M something S again, because it's Madness and Shooby, but they are looking for another third. They said, I just want someone committed, so over the giving up when it gets hard stuff. I'm genuinely at a point where I want to quit competing because of it. It's kind of weird, because like, he said he wants to quit because it's getting hard, but he's sick of people giving up when it gets hard. So I don't know, but I do understand. He's had a lot of people obviously that he's filtered through as of late. also said so close to qualifying for LAN for split 1, and felt like after all the struggle, I was finally finding the groove again. Felt like I could truly be on top again, and after putting in so many hours of work, but now back to square one, and honestly at the point where I just want to give up. It sucks to see, obviously, because they've had a lot of momentum rolling as of late, but I think this organization opportunity may make it a little bit easier as well. I'm interested to see what organization this will actually be. Interested to see if you guys have any takes or any predictions down in the comment section below. Speaking of the ALGS Scrims Pro League, by the way, it starts back tomorrow if you guys are interested in watching at 7 p.m. Eastern. But this is a little bit of a meta shift, a meta update that I was really happy to see, because we've had people in my community for so many months using Rampart, and I swear to you that the best Ramparts are some of the hardest people to kill. I mean, these guys really know how to shut down a lobby if they can play her properly. When you put it in the hands of a pro player who's got a lot of time with their hands to figure it out, this obviously was super interesting as well. Alberlelli decided to switch up their ALGS meta for a short time. Instead of running Catalyst and Seer, they were running Valk, Seer, and Rampart. And some of the results were pretty interesting. Even in one of these, they got second place, I believe, or maybe even first. Maybe they even won it. I can't remember if they won this game or not, but I know they were top 2. A lot of kills as well. Thank you to Akira Joseph for tagging me in this over on Twitter. This was their Rampart meta that they were running. Roll the clip.
Yeah, I'm putting walls down.
They're over here. Almost knocked one. Out. Swing right. Look at my Q. I'm swinging right on this.
I'm just gonna kill them all.
Oh my god, out! Next team!
I'm batting.
I'm holding our height, holding our height.
I don't have a med kit, Lou. I'm just playing my HP.
So obviously we've always known that the Sheila is super powerful. When you see him 1v3 a team like that, I mean, I guess maybe 2v3, I guess, you know, you did have a little bit of help there from Lou as well, but obviously it was mostly Alberlelli. I'm surprised that more people are not running this Rampart meta. It's going to be interesting to see if it sticks around, though. Obviously the pros are pretty good at gauging what the best possible outcome is, and I guess there's maybe a reason why it's not Rampart or why it's not Sheila. But we'll see if anybody can make some different momentum changes as well. Also wanted to mention this because LANIMALS, while they were using this meta, went up against TSM. And although you may have seen them just wipe out that team pretty convincingly, there was one team that they did not wipe out pretty convincingly. And Nick Merckx had a lot of praise for the CEO himself, Imperial How. Roll the clip.
Three man.
Cracked him, Marty. Cracked him. You can kill him.
Shot at it so much. Crack 2.
Cracked. Pretty weak.
They're so weak.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm
Where did he
running
land?
up. I don't know. I'm running
I think
forward.
he landed right here. I think the down guy landed up here.
I'm dead here.
Can you res? Can you?
I'm landing on him. Resing.
He's gonna maybe cancel you. I don't know if that's fucking smart, but.
Right here.
All you guys.
I'm walking up with a nade.
I'm with you.
I'm killing this.
All you guys.
I think he dropped.
He is jumping.
Yep.
Kill that guy. Kill him. Kill Evan. He is jumping.
Yep.
Kill that guy. Kill him. Kill Evan.
On the right. Bring on the right. On the right. Bring on the right.
75 flash. He's one. One of them is one.
I'm not there.
Got him.
Catalyst cracked. Give me shield.
All you guys.
Oh, they swung my right.
He is dropping.
Yep.
Kill that guy. Kill him. Kill Evan.
On the right. Bring on the right.
75 flash. He's one. One of them is one.
Nice. Nice one left.
Oh, it's Hal. It's Hal.
Oh shit! Oh! Hell a bit! The res. One guy's back over there. No.
Bosnian fuck.
I can bait the res.
Probably him. It's probably him.
Yeah.
I thirsted one for a swap.
Oh,
Nice shots.
dude.
What was that?
Land.
You gotta listen, Evan.
Oh. Who was
I
that
need to
motherfucker
pop
in the
themselves.
chat that was saying he was memeing
Someone's
me
gotta
for
get on
saying
height
how
on
was
the
the
ground.
top 5 controller player? Who was
Not
that?
me. I'm healing.
Step forward, man. Dude.
So definitely definitely an interesting conversation to say the least. Also had to mention this just as I was making this video. Lux came out with a tweet as well regarding the MLS situation with obviously Madness and Shooby, and said he is not competing in the rest of ALGS any longer with this twit longer. He said he wanted to become an IGL the more and more he played competitive. So with that being said, he's like voluntarily stepping down into challenger circuit so that he can learn and mold himself into being a better player. So interesting conversation for sure coming out of then, and even a lot of support obviously from Sweet and Noko as well. A lot of respect here, and we'll see how it all plays in the end. Definitely something that is going to be a little crazy. Lastly, wanted to make a little bit of like team organization roster announcements here. So this was coming from BLVKHVND. I literally have no idea what that stands for, but they have announced that they are also going to be taking Split 2 by storm in the APAC South region over here. And they said basically after, you know, falling short of ALGS Pro League, our community basically hatched a new plan, change regions and seek a shot at Worlds in APAC South. With these new upstarts, we're excited to take Split 2 by storm. They've got Strafing Flame, which I believe was coming over from Ironblood Gaming, former Ironblood Gaming. And then you also have Easy Flash Kids, which I think was Dua, former Dua United, and then I think he also played at Champs or Sweden. And then you've also got Bugi. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but you know, definitely interesting conversation to say the least. These guys have got experience. These guys have got LAN experience, which is good, and we'll see if they can make it happen for sure. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below about all of the topics in today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I'll see you later, Gators.